Hello there, my friends. It is good to see you here. Do you remember me? My name is Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots, defender of this planet and its people. I have come here today alongside my close friend, Dr. Brian Jones, Earth's leading scientist working with the Autobots, because I was made aware that you are struggling with your Terran biology course. When I heard what topic you are currently studying, I thought I might be able to help. It is an honor to be able to help a human such as yourself with such an important task as education. Now, shall we begin? Earth, a planet of exceptional beauty, teeming with strange yet marvelous organic life. When I and my Autobots first arrived here, we had no idea the variation and remarkable detail this planet held in its natural ecosystem. Yet, here we are now, having grown to appreciate and cherish our new home for all it has to offer. Despite me and my Autobots cherishing this planet, we still have much to learn of Earth and its people. The biggest question, what is it that drives life on this planet to excel in such a way? What sort of fuel is required for carbon-based life forms to be so resilient and diverse? This answer comes down to a substance much alike in many ways to our home planet of Cybertron's main power source of Energon. It is known as water, and it makes up every life form on this planet, and covers the majority of the planet in vast repositories that flow endlessly across the world, known as oceans.
Very good, Optimus. I see you've been conducting your research well. One of the primary aspects of water that allows it to sustain most plant life around the globe is the process of osmosis. Osmosis, simply put, is a special process unique to water, in which the water particles migrate from wherever a solute is lowest to wherever a solute is highest, across a semi-permeable membrane. A semi-permeable membrane is anything in which some particles can pass through while others cannot, such as a sponge. The difference in the amount of water particles present between point A and point B is known as the concentration gradient, and the flow of osmosis seems to equalize that difference by evenly distributing the particles. This eventually leads to equilibrium, in which there are the same amount of particles on both sides of the semi-permeable membrane.
Precisely, puny human. No need to tense up, Prime. I'm not here to fight, but merely to join your little intellectual session. Perhaps I can even offer your fleshling companion some actually useful applications of osmosis instead of boring them with technical details. They probably can't even comprehend it with their primitive mind.
All right, Starscream, you may join us. But if you plan to trick us, please cease your operations. We do not want to fight you.
I assure you, Prime, Decepticon triumph is approaching soon. For now, you have my word. Now, allow me to enlighten you on the basics of osmotic power generation. That's right, fool. It is possible to use the power of osmosis to generate energy. How does it work? Well, all you need to know is that when water moves through a semi-permeable membrane, the side with less water particles and a greater solute concentration will be the direction in which the water flows. Because of this influx of particles, it will create a pressure on the side with a higher solute concentration, and this pressure can be built up and then released to create energy from the reaction. Normally, the process combines fresh water and salt water to build up pressure that activates a turbine. Then, the turbine generates electricity.
Oh, well then. Fantastic job, I must say, Starscream. I did not expect you to have such an extensive knowledge of osmotic power generation. I thought you didn't care about Earth at all, other than conquering this place.
Bah! I only learned it in preparation for the Decepticon attack on Sherman Dam all those years ago. We needed the dam for its osmotic power to make energon. I still remember it as one of your most infamous battles with Megatron Prime.
I do remember, Starscream. I do remember. Now, let us move on, Dr. Jones. There are other ways in which the osmotic process can be applied to everyday life, no? I remember hearing Bumblebee and Jazz talk only a mere cycle ago about the process of food dehydration in order to increase the longevity of how long it may last. I surmise that perhaps this action involves osmosis as well. Perhaps it is used in order to ensure an item is as close to its natural state as possible.
You got it exactly right, Optimus. Osmotic dehydration is considered one of the best methods of food preservation because it allows a food item to retain most of its original characteristics, such as taste, texture, and, well, even the nutrients contained within. It also dramatically reduces its size and weight, allowing for better long-term storage. Additionally, it saves more energy over every other method of food preservation. Truly a brilliant concept, I must say.
Basically, what these fools mean is that osmotic dehydration allows food preservation with minimal processing. Alexis told me all about the process, and she is studying it for her medical degree. She's the only good human on this insect-filled planet.
Oh, yes! Osmosis is actually used in the medical field as well. Although there are many uses for it, the most fascinating, in my opinion, is that the principles of the process are used whenever a patient needs fluid or solute that they have lost. For example, if you need to restore someone's blood, or give them a drug that they need to treat a condition. The amount of solute and liquid is measured, allowing a medical professional to then choose the best method of restoring the fluid, or solute, that was lost. Additionally, there still are many more uses and facts about osmosis that we could talk about. But I get the sense that it's time for us to go. We should save it for another day, don't you think, Optimus? The war is calling.
Yes, Doctor. I suppose it is time. The war is far from over. We cannot let up fighting the good fight until Megatron finally sees the error of his ways. Dr. Jones, how do you feel about going on the offensive?
Fate rarely calls upon us in a moment of our choosing. You know you have my support, Optimus Prime. You always do. Now, let us do this.
Despite our differences, Prime, this was quite eye-opening. Perhaps even pleasant. No. Fine. Well, perhaps I shall give you the honor of living in our next confrontation. Until then, fight with honor, Autobot. I wish you luck on your travels.
That's odd. He didn't attack us or anything. In fact, he seemed oddly nice today. I wonder if he was sent here for something.
It is a reaffirmation that our fight is not in vain, for every sentient being possesses the capacity for change, even Starscream. As for you, yes, you, our friend that we have so enthusiastically assisted on this day, I would like to thank you again. You were an imperative ally to the Autobots, and there is no better honor to pursue in one's spark than education. It is a foundation for the pursuit of one's own freedom, and an essential tool for crafting a society in which all beings can be considered to be autonomous, where all beings can be Autobots. For now, we bid farewell, old friend. It seems the forces of evil have emerged once again, and as such, we must depart. Know that we are always here in your spark, and no matter what, you are always more than flesh and bones. You are, and always will be, more than meets the eye. Farewell, and remember to transform and roll out!